Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to show you 15 amazing mods for Forge Minecraft version 1.20.1 or 1.21, many of which are super new and really unknown. Let's head into the video. And we start off with 10 huge trees, and this is a mod I already showcased a while ago. What it did before was it just added some really large beautiful trees for example a fantasy world, where trees like that would fit. However, this mod has changed, or rather evolved over time, into something much more than just a few tree structures, but into a complete overhaul of the world generation in Minecraft. Now the mod will not only add a few single trees, but your whole world will turn into a magical place with a huge variety of different new unique trees, ranging from small normal ones to massive huge structures that simply feel magical. There are over 600 different tree shapes, and the mod is compatible with most world generation mods, so you can still use Terralift, Terraforged, Tectonic or whatever mod you like. And with this combination, Minecraft will turn into something you have never seen before. And that is why I'm such a big fan of this mod. Playing Minecraft with it feels so fresh and new. Exploring the world is super interesting and doesn't feel like normal Minecraft anymore, but a grand fantasy adventure. Definitely worth checking out. An amazing mod. Next, we have Zombie Survival Kit, and this is a mod that will introduce content revolving a zombie apocalypse and all the gear, tools and also blocks that you could need to survive such a world. I initially wanted to include this mod in my military showcase video because the mod has some amazing military and survivalist armors included that have many details and simply look gorgeous. However, most of the mod's content is heavily focused on zombie related stuff, so it is rather suited for a mod pack with that theme. Besides armors, the mod also adds blocks like barbed wire, radios, storage boxes, and also structures like gas stations or small outposts. There's also defense equipment like a mortar, a machine gun and more. The mod will also introduce an infection system that will give specific symptoms and can even threaten your survival. If you get attacked by undead mobs, you can also start bleeding, giving you weakness and other negative effects. And there are medical supplies to counter these new challenges. And that is about it. A cool mod with already 1 million downloads. The next mod on the list is Qliphoth Awakening, and this is most likely the coolest mod of this video. It has just been released a couple of weeks ago and is simply mind-blowing. The mod focuses on adding various bosses, each with their own set of attacks, unique mechanics and drops. These bosses can be found in boss arenas that generate a new world, and they are really special. As you enter a boss arena, you will immediately realize that they look different, and you will not encounter the boss right away, but rather have the possibility to get information about the boss beforehand, like its behavior, stats and attacks. And the interface for that is not only really well made, but also important, as the bosses have a large variety of attacks, and it is really helpful to get some information on how to fight these bosses properly. As of now, there are 2 bosses, one underground laser shooting creature and a boss that will use a combination of fire and ice attacks, like throwing large rocks at you, charging at you with its weapons or slamming huge swords on you. These boss fights simply look amazing. The attacks are beautifully animated, they're actual intro animations for the beginning of the fight, and it is obvious that the mod was a lot of work. It is definitely up there with El Ender's Cataclysm and Boss's Rise in terms of quality, but also in terms of complexity, which might be a downside for some of you, as these boss fights are not as simple and straightforward, like with Mozi's mobs for example. Also with shaders, the look of the fights can be impacted, because the mod uses a lot of glowing elements. So this mod is definitely worth checking out and will have huge download numbers soon, I'm sure. Vanilla Animated Guns is a simple and easy to understand gun mod that is a fork of Mr. Crayfish's gun mod. There's a straightforward gun progression, enchantments, the mod adds 3D guns with models resembling the style of muskets, so they really fit into Minecraft's overall aesthetic. And unlike other gun mods, which are more detailed and complex, this mod wants to integrate guns with Minecraft's known simplicity, which I really appreciate. There's a small number of firearms that are alright in terms of balancing, although again, they are guns, so in the end, they're not really balanced. Crafting them is super simple, but they require some pretty valuable resources, like netherite, so they're not too easy to acquire, which I like. Overall, a cool mod in my opinion. Next, there's Blast from the Past. This mod will introduce a frostbite forest, which is an ancient beautiful biome, full of unique plants and a range of new animals that inhabit these lands. These animals are of the Ice Age, and you can explore this biome, craft new blocks, tools and an armor, befriend these animals or fight some hostile ones. And that is already it. I like mods like these, which add a specific new biome and content revolving it, without touching too many other areas of the game. And this mod has some cool new mobs, especially the mammoth of course looks great, and is a cool addition to the game. And even though I mostly don't really need as many new tools and blocks, they are not overwhelming and really fit into Minecraft's overall design and aesthetic. So a cool mod and also worth checking out for some vanilla-ish content. The only thing that could still be improved are the animations, which are not fully fleshed out yet. Next we have Prime Slayer, and this is actually also a mod that is just a few weeks old, has only a couple of thousand downloads, is super amazing and definitely deserves some more attention. This mod will introduce the Demon Slayer franchise to the game, and this in a really cool and high quality style. The mod adds demons and demon slayers as new classes. And like in the series, you can choose between the different fighting techniques, like water, swamp and so on. Each one of these techniques has a set of different cool animated attacks. There is a progression system which will unlock more abilities. Besides the abilities, there are also armors, hostile demon mobs that you can fight, and that can also use special moves to fight against you. Furthermore, you can find many structures, like houses and even a whole city, like in the Entertainment District arc of the franchise. Overall, I have to say that this mod is the best Demon Slayer mod I've seen so far. The mob models and armors look super well made, and the structures feel immersive. There is a progression system, and of course the animations of the attacks are really cool. The only aspect on which the mod could still expand, in my opinion, is the variety of the attacks, because some of them feel really similar, and there are not that many yet. However, this is just a matter of time, and the mod is great for any fan of the series. The next mod on our list is Simple Conveyor Belts. This is a mod by the creators of Oritech, which is a new upcoming and really popular industrial and technological mod. This mod will introduce basic conveyor belts to Minecraft in a similar way you already know from the Create mod. These item belts will transport items between blocks like chests, furnaces or other blocks used for storage. The belts can transport a stack per second and they are really flexible, so you can place them in any way you want and even use supporting blocks to choose the exact route you want for the belt. The mod also adds filtering options and is overall simple but great. Cool mod. Up next we have a mod that will add lovely creatures called spiders to the game. Beta Arachnophobia will add a variety of giant spiders to Minecraft, like tarantulas, wolf spiders and many more. Besides these creatures, there are also scorpions and ticks. The mod also includes items like a slingshot and spider spray, and even new food. Finally, there's a new spider cave biome. And well, I don't like spiders, and I'm not sure if I really want to play a mod like that, where I encounter them every night. But I have to admit that the animations are pretty cool. Especially the large spiders, like the tarantula, looks super terrifying, and is definitely a cool new opponent that you can encounter while exploring your world. I also like the large variety of spiders included. And well, that is about it. Just a really well done mod of creatures that might cause some anxiety for some of you, but definitely cool for a scary atmosphere. Conquer and Evolve is a mod with 90 downloads as of now. The mod is 2 days old, brand new, and although it has its flaws, it is pretty cool I think. This mod will introduce new technology content to Minecraft, with which you will be able to build robots. In the beginning of the game, you will receive new equipment, allowing you to create a workbench with which you can build new powerful droids that, for example, fight hostile monsters for you. Besides the robots, there are also scary new alien creatures, and you can try to build your robot army, defend yourself against the threats or other players. The mod looks super cool and really matches with Oritech in terms of design. However, the documentation is not really existent yet, which is sad. The models of the robots and aliens are super nice, and this mod really has a lot of potential, creating a base with robots patrolling the area and maybe alien raids that you need to defend against. Really cool mod with great models and animations, which needs to be a bit more fleshed out. Next, we have a mod called Clanging Howl. This is a super popular mod with 10 downloads at the moment. So yeah, we are really dealing with some unknown stuff in this video. But again, this mod needs more attention because it adds some pretty cool stuff. Clanging Howl is centered around extraterrestrial objects, advanced technology and scary aliens. It will add meteorites to the game that can contain resources, which are used to craft new items like a chainsaw, drill and flamethrower. And I have to say, these tools have amazing animations. The flamethrower is possibly the coolest one I've seen so far in a Minecraft mod. Besides these tools, there are new hostile creatures that come along with the valuable resources from space, and this is basically the premise of the mod. Meteorites, aliens, resources and cool tools. A really nice combination and a really fun, simple and straightforward mod that I might use myself in the future. For our next mod, we have Zao Zombie Apocalypse, and this is also a mod that is super new, has just a few hundred downloads, and will introduce a couple of new zombie types to Minecraft. These zombies are a bit different to the vanilla ones, you know, and resemble other blocky video games more than Minecraft, to be honest. But if you like a more grim, grey and dark atmosphere, they fit in pretty well. Besides the zombies themselves, there are also a few items, blocks, but nothing groundbreaking. And for these items, you can find better alternatives, to be honest. Still, a small cool mod with some special new zombie types I haven't seen before. We like structures, and we need an infinite amount of them. And if you also want more pillager structures, you can add Illager Arena to your list of mods. This mod will add a single structure to the game, which is beautifully made and definitely a cool addition to the game. This structure resembles some medieval building or building from some fantasy franchise and is home to a lot of opponents, so it is definitely dangerous to enter. And when you've cleared it, you have a super cool mini coliseum, which is just great. I love the building style, definitely worth a look. Variants&Ventures is a textbook vanilla style mod. This mod adds multiple new mob variants that fit seamlessly into your normal game. Each mob variant spawns naturally in the corresponding biomes. There is the Gelid, a new zombie variant that inflicts freezing and that can be found in cold biomes, a Thicket that inflicts poison and can be found in jungles, and a Jungle Skeleton and Sunken Skeleton. This mod is perfect for any vanilla style mod pack. It is simple, has great designs, and does what it is supposed to do in a flawless way. Generic FNAF Modification is a decoration mod that will add basically everything you need to build Five Nights at Freddy's in Minecraft. All the blocks from the walls, floor to the computers and animatronics, and even though the possibilities to use this are probably really limited, this mod is really cool and the animatronics look amazing, have great models and animations, so you can remake the interior and build a scary place for your friends or whatever. Nice small mod. The last mod on our list is Brave Structures. This mod adds medieval structures to Minecraft, which are great for exploration and RPG mod packs. Currently, there are 5 structures: a desert palace, a dark church, medieval house, farmhouse and skeleton ruin. The structures themselves look pretty cool and have a nice design, although one of them had no interior, which was a downside. I especially like the desert temple because I haven't seen a structure like that before in a mod. Besides that, nothing super special, just a few extra nice structures. This is it for this video. You can find the links to all of the mods in the description below. If you enjoyed the video and want to see more videos like this in the future, feel free to leave a like, comment or subscribe. Thanks for watching and I'll see you next time.